That's number one. Place the interests of our race. 2, we should begin to sanction and punish those blacks who operate against our interests. Begin to sanction them and punish them. 3, that we sanction completely and refuse to support those blacks who marry and cohabit with whites or members of other races. All right? Now, I'm talking about we should immediately begin to boycott from this day on Diana Silverstein, who you all call Diana Ross, O.J. Simpson, Leslie Uggams, Bill Russell, Sidney Poitier, Harry Belafonte, and we should really put on a type of probation. I haven't worked this one out yet. People such as Diane Carroll, Lena Horne, Red Fox, Sammy Davis Jr. And I'm saying to you, now you all might think it's a revolutionary. This is not. This is really not. It's just that it's got to be articulated. Now y'all do with it what you want to. 4, here's one gonna lose a lot of people. Okay. We should make a conscious effort to darken the race. We should begin to make a conscious effort to darken the race by accepting skin color as a criterion of adoption. We adopt children. Give that black child an equal chance. Please. The black, you'll be surprised, you go in these agencies, see all these little black kids, nobody wants. I'm not real black, no question on what they are. Nobody wants them. All right? Also, when you begin to look for a lover or mate, look, don't reject the sister or the brother because they're dark. You know, in 1980, we got to be talking like this, but yeah, okay? 5, no black can be considered a leader or hold a leadership position who marries outside the race. That's right. No black. 6, we must stop using blacks in negative terms, black in negative terms. We got to stop doing that. Stop using that and don't. We must stop using the word nigger, Tom, and all that. You know, if you look at the image of Uncle Tom, it's an old black man with gray hair. The image of Aunt Jemima is an old black woman with a bandana on her head. Our grandmothers know. That's the image they gave us of Aunt Jemima. Now, we must begin, number 7, we must begin to consciously expose our children to positive black images, and those of us who are professionals must begin to spend some time in at least independent schools, after school on Saturdays and Sundays with our black children. We must begin to show them positive images. Number 8, we also must have artists. We must begin to develop artists like this where it shows strong black images and things like that. One of the things that we're running into in terms of religion, and I don't care what you say, you have to believe God is white. Every picture you've ever seen of God, he's white. Unless you've been at the Institute of the Black Madonna, down at the Black Madonna. And you probably think, I ain't gonna tell you what you think about that, but everybody thinks. I remember even in our church when the fans had Jesus pictures on them. So if you get, subliminal suggestions, you get one, and that white Jesus just flashing in front of your face, you get, I'm gonna end by reading something to you, especially to you as black students, because I really love you very much. I really do. I love you very much, and I just have so much faith in you. I really do. I have so much faith in you because in you I see me, and the mere fact that that I don't think that we're any different than anyone else. I just think we'll rise above our problems. This is the poem that they turned into a song, and I want you to listen to it carefully. To be young, gifted, and black. Oh, what a lovely, precious dream. To be young, gifted, and black. Open your heart to what I mean. In the whole world, there are a million boys and girls who are young, gifted, and black. And that's a fact. You are young, gifted, and black. We must begin to tell our young, there's a world waiting for you. You will end up where the world began. So when you're feeling real low, there's a truth you should know. To be young, gifted, and black, that's where it's at. To be young, gifted, and black, oh, how I love to know the truth. There's a world without a fact. There's a world without a fact, and I'm haunted by my youth. But my joy of today is that we all will be proud to say, to be young, gifted, and black, and that's a fact. Lucia continua, la cima tacendo bablicica. Sante sana.
Of Bobby Wright, The Man and His Mission, is the question and answer session which followed Dr. Wright's presentation at the Black Psychology and Mental Health Conference at Atlanta Junior College, April 10th, 1980. The questions have been edited for clarity. However, Dr. Wright's answers are complete and unedited. How does a black person person coming from an all-black environment adjust to a predominantly white situation without losing his identity and compromising his principles? Also, give an example of how black people have been miseducated and trained not to appreciate themselves.
Okay, I think that the first thing we must differentiate is between tactics and principles. I will compromise with you on tactics. If you say certain things about integration, I must go over here and work in this place because I can do something like that's black. I will not compromise on principles. I'm not talking about me, okay? And we have never made a distinction between principles and tactics. And that's why when we'll see a sister, say like Jenny, who's working over there with all those white folks and all, we'll say, see, she's not relevant because she decided to go there and work for those white people and not realize the things she talked to you about here today. See, and that's why I don't get into Tom and all, but I don't know why Jenny's over there. And I don't know what she's doing. I might not want to know because if they find out she's talking to me, she's really in trouble. You know, I do want all of us to agree at least on the principles on which we exist. That's your first thing. The second thing you raise is the essential question. Most of our children, you see, that is where the mental side came in. They took away our history. Most people believe they are from Atlanta. But people in Chicago believe they're from Chicago. Let me give you an example, then just one. One example. You get 5 kids into a room. Italian, Jew, Polish, Irish, black. We don't have show and tell today. Show and tell where your people came from. This child had Italian. Where did you from? I'm Italian. My people came from Italy. Jew. I'm Jewish. I came from Israel. Although they didn't. Are you going to say it? I came from Israel. All right. Polish. My people are Polish. I came from Poland. Irish. My people are Ireland. I'm from Ireland. Black. Black. I'm from Atlanta. I'm from Atlanta. I'm serious. I'm from Atlanta. That is. And we have people who are denying. See, the only reason we accept Africa as well as we do today is because that was the only positive thing came out of Roots. After NBC said it was all right, then everybody became African. Only after NBC. The day before NBC said that, nobody wanted to be. And we still haven't integrated that, what she was talking about emotionally. Intellectually, oh yes, Dr. Wright, we are from Africa. That's absolutely true, but you must admit, we are also Americans. Yeah, like what the hell? You don't even have to tell me that. But also, people, let me give you an example when we say African American. Let me tell you how you get trapped in that. Tell me everything you must challenge. African American. Do you realize that blacks in Cuba are also African Americans? Do you know blacks in Brazil are also African Americans? See, if you really want to be precise, you are African United States. That's what it is. That's what it is. See, we must begin to be precise, but I'm an African American. I said, well, okay, then you're Cuban. What? What do you mean? Where do you get Cuba from? You know? Let me give you an example of training here. I'm going to call off 4 names. Charlie, and you be quiet. I'm going to call off 4 names, and anyone who recognizes either one of these names, call up. One's name is Adam A. Collins. The other name is Denise McNair. One is Carol Robertson, and the other one is Cynthia Wesley. Who knows any one of those 4 names? Who knows those 4 names? Do you realize, 1, 2, 3, make a name. You realize those are the 4 little sisters who were killed in Birmingham? Do you know those were the only 4 black women killed in the civil rights movement? Do you know that's why we are trained? We don't even know our heroes. So you got John F. Kennedy's picture up on your wall and not these 4 girls? Your children would never hear these 4 little girls who were down there praying to God and got blown to bits? In Birmingham, 14 years old, 1 11, the other 3 14. See, if these were Jewish girls, they would still be taking up money for them. You see, but that's what I'm saying to you, see. They just mean names to you. But I bet many of you have heard of Anne Frank. You know, that courageous little Jewish girl who hid from the Nazis 4 years.
Good.
Should we make attendance at school activities intended to raise black consciousness mandatory for black students? What about students' rights?
Well, you know,
also need to know.
This gets back to our sanctions. Gwen knows it to be a truth. Gwen one time gave Gwen and I think over at Paskins gave, and we came down, a lot of us came down by our own expense, and none of these schools were represented, Morehouse, Morris Brown, and all like that. And so I wrote all of the presidents of those schools. Gwen can attest to this. And one took the liberty of writing for all of them, and in fact told me to mind my own business. I'm not surprised by that. What I am saying to you is, let me just tell you some other things that